Hey movie fans, welcome back to the David Lee Movie Vlog. Now this is the place where Monday through Friday you can expect to see some movie news. And on Saturday and Sunday you expect to have some movie reviews. So you know that this channel is going to have content. So go ahead and click the subscribe button. So let's get into our first story. That Ridley Scott says he will probably direct the Blade Runner sequel after he gets done with the film The Martian. Okay. Now, I do get that a lot of directors, especially older directors, they love to say, yes, I have this in the works. It's great and all. I mean, there's a lot of directors out there that you can say, yeah, we have plans for this. Like, let's look at a film like Bad Boys. Bad Boys 3. We have been hearing throughout the years that, yes, Bad Boys 3 is going to happen. And that there is a script out there. And it never happens. So Ridley Scott, he says to everybody, hey, I got the Blade Runner sequel. It's already written. I plan on doing it next year. And then I started to think to myself, it's great and all that you have this, but what have you done for me lately? Now, in the last 4 years, Ridley Scott has put out 3 films. Robin Hood, which on the Rotten Tomatoes, it has a 43% and a 58% rating by the audience. Not that good. And then you have Prometheus. Now, Prometheus, granted, I did not really care for that film. I saw a lot of holes in it, but it did get a Rotten Tomatoes rating of 73%, and the audience gave it 69%, which is pretty dang good. And then last year, he put out The Counselor. Counselor had a 34% on Rotten Tomatoes, and it had a 24% by the audience. And so you could definitely tell that in the last 4 years, that Ridley Scott is not the film director that we once knew. And that has me so disappointed. And now with his next film coming out, X's, Gods and Kings, he has a lot to prove. Because I'm really hoping that in his mind, he still has that edge that he had back in the day. Because I really can tell you people, I really think he has lost it. Now, in his directing ability, he definitely has epic movies. I mean, his movies are epic. And I think that he could do a Blade Runner sequel, but I just hope that it can actually be good. Now, in this interview where he started talking about the Blade Runner sequel, I liked what he was saying when he was asked about the film. Blade Runner 2 is written and is damn good. Of course, it involves Harrison Ford, who is a survivor after all these years, despite the accident. So yes, that will happen. If Harrison Ford's a part of this film and we get a proper sequel to Blade Runner, it would all be great. But I just am so scared by what this new Ridley Scott can actually bring to this film. And I'm hoping that with the sequel that could happen, that I'm hoping that maybe it doesn't hurt what the original Blade Runner actually is. Because what it is a fantastic classic film. And also he goes on to say that he's after the Blade Runner 2 he's already has written for the Prometheus 2. And I'm just saying that this is a guy who I'm feeling is putting so much on his plate that maybe he just can't deliver what he wants to do for himself. He's putting so much on his plate that he can't eat it all. I'm feeling that Ridley Scott is just not up to par to do all this type of stuff that he wants to do. And I would love for him to actually maybe just pass on the love that he has for these for the Blade Runner or Prometheus, pass it on to the younger generation, see what they can do with it. So my name is David Lee, and if you got any comment to what Ridley Scott said, are you excited for if he will be directing a Blade Runner sequel? Let me know down below. As always, people, my name is David Lee, and I'll see you guys next time on the David Lee channel.